Hello, friends. Welcome to another episode of Indian Heroes. We are talking about Satish Dhawan, the legend who shaped India's space program. Born on September 25, 1920, in Srinagar, Satish Dhawan graduated from the University of Punjab with an unusual combination of subjects, a BA in mathematics, an MA in English literature, and a BE in mechanical engineering. In 1947, as India took its first steps as a newly independent nation, Dhawan left for the United States to pursue his higher studies. He joined the University of Minnesota, from where he obtained an MS in aeronautical engineering, before moving to the California Institute of Technology for a degree in aeronautical engineering. Dhawan followed this up with a PhD in aeronautics and mathematics from Caltech in 1951. It was also during this time that he began his path-breaking research career in the field of fluid dynamics. Soon after, he returned to join Bengaluru's Indian Institute of Science as senior scientific officer. A few years later, he was promoted to the post of head of the Department of Aeronautical Engineering. Under his exemplary stewardship, the department quickly became the epicenter of the experimental fluid dynamic research happening in India. In fact, it was a pilot project conducted by Dhawan that paved the way for the creation of the world-class wind tunnel facilities at Bengaluru's National Aerospace Laboratories. Such was his dynamism and dedication towards his work that in 1962 he was appointed the director of IISc. Not only was he the youngest to be appointed to the prestigious position, he would go on to remain the institution's longest serving and undoubtedly most distinguished director. After serving as IISc director for nearly 9 years, in 1971, Dhawan went on a year's sabbatical to Caltech, his alma mater in the USA. It was during this time that he got a call from the Indian embassy, conveying Prime Minister Indira Gandhi's request that he return to India and take charge of the Indian space program following the sudden death of Vikram Sarabhai on December 30, 1971. The founder of India's space program, Sarabhai, was passionate about harnessing the power of space science to find solutions to the hurdles India was facing in the fields of communication, meteorology, and education. His association with Dhawan had already begun a little earlier when he wrote to him asking him for technical advice in setting up a solid rocket motor facility in India. It was in May 1972 that Dhawan took charge as the Secretary of India's Department of Space. This was also when ISRO and the Space Commission were formally born, with Dhawan becoming the chairman of both. Ever since, these three posts have been concurrently held, ensuring seamless integration between conceptualization, funding of programs, and timely delivery of technologies. In the decade that followed, Dhawan guided the Indian space program through a period of extraordinary growth and spectacular achievement. At ISRO, he introduced a dynamic management structure that encouraged innovation and that was capable of producing results time and time again. In this system, the project director presided over a small team of experts from different centers. This ensured that independent efforts of the entire ISRO community were coordinated and channelized towards realizing a common goal, be it a satellite or a launch vehicle. Transparency and professionalism was also encouraged by involving specialists from outside the organization. By giving the project director the ultimate say in every aspect of the project, Dhawan also showed how red tapeism could be skipped to systematically execute sophisticated projects within stipulated time frames. He insisted on a significant role for indigenous industry in ISRO projects. Today, hundreds of industry firms, both public and private, manufacture a wide range of space quality hardware for ISRO. He was also responsible for hand-picking young, bright, and dedicated professionals for ISRO, such as APJ Abdul Kalam, to lead the project that developed SLV-3, India's first launch vehicle, R. Narasimha to lead the research being done at NAL, and U.R. Rao to head the team that made the country's first satellite, Aryabhat. He made it a point to encourage youngsters, give them the credit in the event of success, and shoulder the responsibility in case of failure. Thanks to continuing success of robust management structure, it has since been adopted for the execution of high technology projects by other R&D centers of India as well. Notably, the Defense Research and Development Organization. Under Dhawan's aegis, ISRO also worked towards fulfilling Vikram Sarabhai's dream of using space science to address the development needs of India. As such, pioneering programs and carefully thought out experiments were carried out in rural education, remote sensing, and satellite communications. The development of operational communication systems like INSAT and remote sensing systems like IRS are outcomes of these crucial efforts. Even after retirement, he continued to devote his attention to matters of public policy in science and technology, especially space technology. Interestingly, he was deeply concerned about the militarization of space and used to comment extensively on Star Wars. With his death on January 3, 2002, India did not just lose one of its most distinguished scientists, it lost a legend who transformed every organization he worked for, leading it to achieve what it had often not thought itself capable of. Friends, hope you like this video. If you have, please subscribe our channel for more such videos. Thank you.